Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game 3 of our King of the World launch tournament. I am, as always, Binary Brandon. This time around, your matchup is going to be Puero versus Williamfm. Williamfm being Fung Fung. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm also not sure if that Puero is quite as Spanish as I'm emphasizing it to be. But no matter, we will see Puero on the brown team, and we will see Fung Fung, a.k.a. Williamfm, on the pink team. And we have, for your viewing pleasure, the Antarctica map. Very blue, very white. Here we see pink Williamfm moving out in American Highland. We're going to want to keep an eye. There it is. There's our brown squad. Using those mortars, starting off with one mortar and one standard soldier. As opposed to, so we do see, Williamfm gets that region. Got 8 seconds. 8 seconds. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. It's going to be very close. No, he will not get himself a region. Oh my gosh, he did. I don't believe it registered. Oh, because it's not a hole. Ha! Whoops. I got hype for nothing, guys. Sorry. Disregard my hype. There was no full region to be gained. So, slight advantage going the way of Williamfm. And now we see a heavy investment of soldiers. Droid troopers. Moving out to the east. And gonna head north. Now, this map is interesting. It's very much spiral-shaped. So we see it's gonna be interesting to see how they decide to move out. We see a lot of these paths. They may look like they're really close to each other, but in fact, this green tower is not close to the Queen Maudland at all. And speaking of which, we do now see Puero with his region getting 7 income, respectable, to the 8 that Williamfm is getting on 2 regions. But Williamfm just continuing this assault forward. 2 regions, 8 income. 1 region, 7 income. Somewhat close. And now we see the turn tick over. Some more units are going to come out. I'm very curious to see where Puero is going to move out from here. So he does not want to go south. See, if this were me, I would want to get this pink tower out of the way. Can't quite tell if that's pink or red. I believe that's pink. Perhaps I'm... Yeah, no, that's pink. It's just because of all the blues, man. Colors blend together. Using these 2 mortars at long range. Still sending in the soldiers, though. I feel like if you're going to use these mortars, keep your soldiers back. Nobody needs to tank the tower. But he does continue moving out. And now making the long walk to Neuschwabenland. Would be if he wanted to continue the assault westward. And now he knows he can get right into the heart of Puero's army. A little bit of slowing things down here at the end of turn 3. Both players probably coming up against their gold limit. We will see 11 more gold for Williamfm and 7 more for Puero. See what units they choose to build and where they want to move out. More droid troopers for Williamfm. And a handful of mortars. He's sticking with just the mortars. And I like this. He's using the mortars. Let them outrange the tower. That's all well and good. What I would love to see him do is build 1 soldier and use that to sit on the tower so that he can still have 4 mortars laying into a different tower. Now I'm seeing this pink blob starting to move out. I also see this tower going newly pink. And this is what I mean. He could have moved south here.
Under attack.
Where was that pink tower? There's a pink tower. This one. He did wind up taking that. Okay. Moving through the west. Neuschwabenland. You see Williamfm getting himself yet another region. Up to 5. 16 gold per turn. Puero's still getting 9. Still enough to do some work. But I think if he wants to stay competitive in this game, he's going to have to build something other than the mortars. Yes, they are great long-range units, but they're very expensive. I say very expensive. They're 3 times the cost of a soldier. So right now, sitting on the map, there's 2 extra gold, 2 extra gold, 2 extra gold. He could just move this unit right over here. Select his tower, hit F. I think he should be able to get this this full region. Yeah, of course. There you go. So now 3 regions. I thought he had 3 already. He's got 3 regions. 16 income for Williamfm. Moving north into Palmerland. And we see, all right, now he's moving this soldier out. Perhaps going to join these other guys in Queen Maud land. I don't know if he wants to push out into this force. I think if he builds up a lot of mortars and then micros them effectively, he can stutter step backwards to try to keep them busy. But we do see a lot of soldiers coming out now. Holy cow. Looks like Puero is just sitting on a bunch of income. And now he's going to use that to build a bunch of soldiers. And maybe now that he's seen these units move out, he could make sort of a pincer attack, cut him off here. The only way out of Palmerland, I don't believe that that's a path there. The only way out is to go south. And here it is. He's moving in. Is he making a two-pronged attack? He could very easily move these guys eastward. And, we do see, this is a smart play from Williamfm. He sat on some income, and now we see the dance. We see him moving back. They have the same speed values, both of these units do. So if they wind up trying to kite, it's going to stalemate. And now, Puero in the unfortunate position where he's got droid troopers breathing in from the north of him, droid troopers breathing in from the south of him. He may just want to withdraw, and it looks like that's what he's going to opt for. Starting up on turn 7. No region changes. Still 7 for Williamfm. 21 gold per turn to the 3 regions and 13 income of Puero. Williamfm continuing his dominance through this eastern half of the map. And what he's doing here is what I liked about Webster as well. Is he's got these different branches of his army. As opposed to Puero, who's choosing for this stronger, more centralized force, which will give him an easier ability to reinforce should he need to. Moving eastward, Queen Elizabeth land. Now, this is the play that I think is going to wind up being really important. This is the only brown tower that Puero has in this area of the map. So he's now cut off from moving through here. He still has these 2 towers down here. I would love to see him start expanding outwards. And it looks like that's exactly what he's doing right on cue. He's using this 1 mortar, and this is all it takes, folks. He will not get the tower in time for the end of the turn, but he is going to wind up getting it eventually. And this is what you can do. You can use 1 mortar. Just one of these long-range units. Allow it to just plink away. They outrange the tower. Now, what I would love to see him do here is build up 1 soldier and then transfer ownership of this tower to that soldier, use this mortar to continue westward. And that's a really cheap way to continue grabbing regions. However, it may be too little too late. Williamfm continuing eastward through Queen Elizabeth land. Going to push his way eastward. And we see some more pink through the middle of the map, heading west. There is a gap here, so we may see an engagement in Coatsland. Coatsland, who knows? Here we go. We got these 2 mortars, and he's got this soldier. Just transfer the ownership, buddy. Come on, I want to see it. I want to see it. That's a free mortar right there. It's full health. Free mortars everywhere. It appears as though Williamfm is going to be the one to force the issue. 4 mortars back here. I don't think Puero realized just how close Williamfm was. Continuing this dance back and forth. And now we see this map. Usually in a lot of these games, they end a little bit quicker. And we see before most of the CPU players, I mean, we say CPU, they're just, neutral units, we'll call them. The jungle, to use Dota terminology. Usually before the jungle dies, the game will end. But we see a lot of pink and a lot of brown on this map. Not many other colors. I do have my 1 last black tower over here. All hail. Oh my gosh, and look how well defended I am. This is great. Oh yeah, I'm going to win this game, guys. Williamfm, massive, massive army building up here. And it looks like this is where he's going to start forcing the issue. Puero, hopefully not going to build too much into this. He could if he chooses. Here we go. He's building up a strong unit, a strong army of his own. Question is, which direction does he want to move with it? He's going to lose these towers down here in Wilkesland, in Adderley Land, North Victoria Land, and now building these medics. All right. This is great. This is what I like to see. Using 2 soldiers and a handful of medics, along with some mortars. And look at how survivable these are. He's not losing any units. This is a very cost-efficient army. He hasn't lost anything yet. He loses 1 unit there. But anyway, we did see this massive, massive force over here to the east. and we'll see what becomes of it. Another strong army in Queen Maudland that he could move eastward with. This army is probably going to wind up overwhelmed by these droid troopers as he loses his medics. Oh my gosh, we've got my favorite unit on the map, folks. We got the assault droid. They are susceptible to kiting, but Puero does not seem to be taking advantage of his range advantage. And we see the Cyborg squad coming in as well, these very expensive units. But Williamfm seems very content to use his gold here. And it looks like Puero choosing to go for just at medics. Now, the issue with the medic strategy, as you saw, they are very survivable, and they can make a single unit survive for a very long time. The issue is that when you have an army that looks like this, when you have this sort of composition, and you can crank out that much DPS, let's see, each Cyborg squad is 35 DPS. There's 8 of them. Then you've got 2 assault droids. So, yeah, you're looking at like 400 DPS. That's enough every second to kill off one of your units, even if you have enough medics that you can heal it up to full health in one go. So this is the backbone of the army here for Williamfm. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's using these guys to take that tower. Then heading north into King George land. Now, we haven't seen much action from Puero in a while, but he is stuttering this army around, trying to figure out just exactly what he wants to do. He's moving a couple guys in here. Looks like that might be a mistaken rally point, and it appears to be. Here we are in turn 12. Williamfm, 16 regions, 43 income to the 13 income of Puero. He's got to do something. He may have a tactical trick or two up his sleeve. We do know that this player, Williamfm, is the cousin of one of the developers of the game. Puero may be outmatched here, but he's going to try for Neuschwabenland. See yet another Cyborg squad coming in. They will make short work of this army. Each of them, like I said, 35 DPS. There's 8 of them. Cost 25 gold. And between the 8 of them, no matter how many medics you have, they'll be able to kill most units before the medics can keep them alive. Now, here's another big pink blob in the west. Palmerland. And that's it, folks. We see Williamfm takes it. The map will end, I believe, around 80, 85%, something like that, once one player gets that. So here we are in our bracket, and we will see. Unfortunately, we will have to say goodbye to Puero. Williamfm will move on into the semifinals. And I have received word that Eki may have had to leave and may forfeit. So Bratstvanodkane may move into the semifinals automatically. We also have the Chen and Flu. But the interesting thing is the semifinal matches. If you win a semifinal match, you are guaranteed at least a $25 prize, courtesy of the devs. So we will see what happens. For game 4. There it is, yeah. Eki had to forfeit. So we have one more match before our semifinals. The semifinals, like I said, this is where things are going to get really interesting. There's money on the line, folks. Cash dollars. Anyway, that'll do it for us. And we will see you in Game 5. Game 4, technically, unless you count this as a Game 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Game 4.